Okay, good afternoon, one and all. Today is the our seventh lecture, and we start unit number 2, connections in steel structure. Or wait 1 minute. Okay, my screen is visible. Hello, hello. Reply anyone. My screen is visible.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Now it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today we'll start uh, unit number 2 of our subject design of steel structure, and unit number 2 is design of connections. Means if we have to connect two steel structural members, that we have to connect by means of bolt, weld or rivet. So for the connection we can use these three components, bolts, welds and rivet. So we will see in details. We have to design the bolted and welded connection in this chapter, not riveted connection, because our syllabus part is only we have to design bolted and welded connection. So we will focus in this lecture, that is connection, which are essential to assemble the steel section or members to build a complete structure. Again, various connections are available for joining member in case of RCC structures. Generally, we use to connect RCC member by casting them in situ. Means if we construct the RCC building, in that case, what we are doing, we are doing the all the framework we are preparing, and we are casting concrete, preparing concrete on site and casting inside only. But in steel structure, what we are doing in steel structure, uh, uh, the different types of steel rolled sections are available in market, and these steel sections are need to join together, and that can be done by applying the various types of connections. So for that we require the design of connections, and the connections are riveted connection, or bolted connection or welded connection. So this is the brief and review about the design of connections. Now we'll go to next slide. So what is connection? See, the connections are the devices which are used to join elements of a structure together at a point such that the force can be transmitted between them safely. Means what? The connections is a device. Connections or connection is the device is used for what purpose? Join two structural element, two steel structural element, so that we can transfer the force from one element to the another element. Are you getting? The connections are devices are used for the join the elements and transfer the force from one element to the another element. That is nothing but the connection. Now most of the major structural failure have been due to the form of the connection failure. Means if we see the steel, various steel structure, the connection failure of the structure by means from the connection only. Means we are connecting two members by using the bolt or weld. And the failure of structure, most of the failure of structures by in the connections only. Means we have formed connection of beam and column in steel structure, and due to shear force coming on the joint face, that time what happened, the bolts may be fail due to the shear failure. Again also weld, if the welded connection is there, the connection is failed due to shear force. So the various structural failures due to or in connections only. So we have to take care while designing the all the connections. We have to take care the proper design of connections is also there. Means number of bolts are sufficient for the particular joint, or a length of welding for particular joint is sufficient or not. That we have to design in this unit number 2. Now unit number 1 was the related to theoretical part of all the our subject. Now unit number 2 is our we here started the procedure of design. So initially we are designing the connections, means two members we have to connect by bolted or welded connection. So how the design how the welded connection we have to design, and how the bolted connection we have to design, that we have to learn, and design procedure, and how these members we have to design by using these two connections. Again, steel connections have direct influence on the cost of the framing system. It means what? Depends upon the type of connection. Which are the types of connection? Bolted connection, welded connection. These are the types of connection, or riveted connection. So which type of connection we are using for the our structure, that matters the cost of the structure also. Overall cost of the structure matters, depends upon the which types of connection you are using. We will learn in detail what bolted connection, what advantage, how to design bolted connection, how to solve the problems on the bolted connection, same welded connection, that we will design learn in next 7 to 8 within 7 to 8 lecture. Okay. Now again, while the connection it may be efficient in the use of material. Means if we choose the bolted connection, so for the bolted connection we have to make the bolts, or whatever bolts manufactured in industry or market, available in market, that we have to purchase, and we have to fix for the our connection. So efficient use of material is again there for the connection. So this is related to connection. So connection is the used for join two elements and transfer the force from one element to the another element, that is connection. And generally connections are structures are fail in connection only. And the types of connection is very important, because on the types of connection the cost of the structure is depends. So this is related to connection only. Now see, what you can you are seen here, you will see the bolt, so which is used for the connection. So first component of the connection is the bolt. Now you can see here, if we see this sketch and notations or naming given to these bolts, this is the top, we call as a head of the bolt. Now this is the overall length of the bolt. See my cursor, this is the head of the bolt. Now length of the bolt. Again here, this part we called as a shank. This part is nothing but why we called as a shank, the above part of the threaded. So total, this is the total length. So half length is of shank and half length of is threaded. Means threaded part is there for which purpose? To fix the nut to the bolt. So threaded part we have provided for this nut for the fixing the nut also. Now so half part of the bolt is we called as the diameter of this bolt is called as a shank, and another half part of the bolt is we called as a thread. So why we called as a thread? So we have provided the threads for the fixing nut to these bolts. Now here washer is there. So for what purpose we are using washer? So we are using washer for the to connect two members without slippage. If we avoid the slip of the our uh, connection of two members, we can avoid by using the washer also. Now again, you can see here this grip is there. So what is mean grip? So we have provided this grip for what purpose? So in this grip, two or three structural members, it may be plates or angles or I section, whatever steel structural member are between these two are between this grip area. So grip, in this grip area, the members are there. At the top, the head will be there, and if at the bottom, washer will be there, and after the washer, we can fix the nut. And this portion is the thread. Means we have provided. You have seen. We are familiar with this bolt. So you have seen this nut and bolt arrangement. So this is the first component we can use for the connection in steel structure, that is nothing but the bolt. Are you getting? Okay. Now, second is the rivet. Again, we all are familiar with this rivet. We have seen this rivet connection also. Now, how we can use this rivet in our steel structure. So, if we see again here, rivet top head is there, and but here not any bottom head or not any nut is there. So we are providing here, you can see here, secondary head. This head we are making at site. Means simply we are inserting this rivet in the particular holes, and we are hammering from top and bottom to this rivet, and then this secondary head will be formed. Are you getting? Have you seen any riveted connection? Generally in our rural area, you have seen our mm, what we can say, generally some repair works, we can use this riveted connection. It means we are inserting the rivet to the particular hole, and we are keeping internally and externally two heads of hammer, and we are hammering this rivet from top and bottom, and that we are making this uh, bottom head, that is secondary head. So first primary head is also there, that is the primary head. Then this simple shank is there, and for this shank we are providing this secondary head, that is the riveted connection. Are you getting? We have seen bolt for the connection. Now second is the rivet for the connection, and next third is the weld for the connection. Now if you see this picture, now see these two members perpendicular to each other, and this vertical edge is the welded edge. Means all the around this particular member we have done welding. So we have enlarged this image here. Means this vertical is the this element, and this horizontal is the this element. So uh, we have to weld these two elements. So this is size of weld. If we see this here written size of weld, size of weld means we have to provide some minimum size of weld. Means 3 mm, 5 mm, 6 mm, 10 mm, not more than 10 mm we are using size of weld. Means for minimum welding, length of size of weld we are using for the welding. Now again you can see here, this is the one leg, this is the another leg. Means this here, this is one leg, this is the another leg, and at the mid we are welding for the length. So this and this length is the 5 mm or 6 mm. From 3 to 6 or 8 mm generally we are using, and this is the diagonal. Now you can imagine this. Means what? If you can see here, this is the length of weld, but we cannot see here this diagonal depth of this our welding. So you can see here how the our diagonally our welding, we can see here how looks our welding in diagonal. Are you getting? So that also we have to learn in detail how to calculate this diagonal depth, how to select this minimum size of weld for two leg. That we have to learn in detail in our next part in welded connection. Okay, so here we have seen last three slides. What are these last three slides? So for the connection purpose, we can use the bolt, rivet and weld. But in this in your third year engineering, you have to see, or we have to learn only bolted connection and welded connection in details. Okay, so this is related to bolt, rivet and weld. Okay, now again you can see here for the connection of two structural element, we can use the plate and angle also. If you see the first figure, the connecting plates are there. If you see the second sketch here, connecting angles are so there. So how the connected, see, you can see here. So this is the first structural element and this is the another structural element. These two structural elements by connected by the plates only. So here plate is attached to the two element and the holes are prepared, and from these holes here bolted connection is takes place. Are you getting? The plate is used. Now come to second image. So here these two structural element uh, connecting cross each other in right angle. So you can see here. So here the angle section is used. The one leg of angle section is connected to this leg, and another angle section, another leg of angle is connected to this section. So and the holes are prepared and bolt are inserted into the angle and member and connected by the bolt. Are you getting? So we can if you see these two pictures, you can imagine we can use the plate and angle for the connecting to different members in our steel structure. Okay, now uh, second is the, someone has mute yourself. Saurabh Gowli, you are talking with another. Mute your. Okay, now next part is the types of connection. See, the we have seen bolt, weld and rivet for the connection purpose, but now the connections are the bolted connection, welded connection and riveted connection. Are you getting? So bolted, welded and riveted, and that two, number one bolted connection and number two welded connection, that we have to learn in detail in our this unit. Now the connections are depends upon the types of loading, how much loads coming on this particular joint. Means at joint we are using the connections. Are you getting? So suppose horizontal column is there and horizontal beam is there and vertical column is there. So we have to connect these two horizontal and vertical member. We can use the connections. So but how we can use our, or how many bolts we can use, or how much length we can use for the particular connection, that depends upon the loading only. Whatever load coming on from the top, that load we have to design the bolted connection and welded connection. So we have to solve the problems. So you will get how we have to design the particular connection. So these are the three connections. Now we will see one by one. Now first we will see the bolted connections and theoretical part of bolted connection, and then we will solve the problems on the bolted connection, and then we will go to welded connection. Okay, now see bolted connection first. See, if you see this picture, you will realize how we have to connect the bolted, or how we can use the bolted connection for the connecting the structures. Now you can see here, this is vertical element. Again here one two inclined elements are there and one vertical element is there. So we have used here bolted connection, and here this corroded plate, you can see here this corroded plate. This corroded plate is nothing but the gusset plate, and to this gusset plate we have connected these three members. Means the one gusset plate is there, the gusset plate is connected to horizontal member. There may be one horizontal member is there, opposite side, and for this horizontal member, this gusset plate is attached, and to this gusset plate, this 1, 2, and 3 members are attached or connected by means of these three, by means of the bolted connection. Are you getting? Now, come to here. The design of bolted connection is generally followed by the IS 800 2007. In IS 800 2007, page number 73, the design procedure and whatever strength of the bolt, how to calculate the strength of bolt, that given, or all the formulas required for the connection are given in the page number 73, IS 800 2007. Okay. Then again, this different types of failure of bolt connection is considered and designed accordingly. Means in IS 800 2007, page number 73, there may be failure criteria of bolts. So whatever elements or structural components we are using in our steel structure or RC structure, it will be fail due to if the heavy load will be there. Heavy load will be there. But in same in our connections also. So if the heavy load come on our bolted connection or our bolt, there may be failure of our bolt also or our plate also. So that all the theoretical part are given, or some numeric some formulas are given in IS 800 2007. Okay. Now in clause number 2.4 of IS 800 2007, it says that the bolt, nut and washer shall conform as appropriate to the following codes. So these are the so many IS codes are there for the washers, bolts, nuts. So in that all the codes, there are the standard size of bolts available in market are given, specific strength of particular bolts that also given in this particular all the IS codes. So related to bolt, only bolt. So all the theory and formulas and strength are given in this all IS codes. So we can use again these all IS codes for the design also. Now this is the bolted connection. So you have seen this. If you see this picture, you will get how we can connect 2 or 3 members with the help of bolt. And this bolt we have seen in last slide also. The top head is there. This part is shank. Then and diameter of this bolt, you can see this is the again thread length for the fixing the bolt is there, and this is the total length of bolt is there. So this is related to bolt or bolted connection. Now advantage of bolted connection. So what is bolted connection and why we can use the bolted connection? So there are so many advantages of bolted connection is there. So first advantage of bolted connection is less manpower, unlike riveted connection. So these questions in last semester you have asked, explain the advantage and disadvantage of bolted connections. So you have to write like this. These are the advantage and these are the disadvantage of. So meanwhile you can write fastly. I have told you, please be with pen and your notebook. So theoretical part I'm not giving to you as a notes, but you have to write while listening. Okay. So advantage. First advantage is less manpower, unlike rivet connection. So less manpower, it means if we compare all the other connections, means riveted, welded, what we have to do in bolted connections,